What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back. Continuing along from the Forsaken Graveyard. We are ready to go. So before you get too deep into this area, you're going to want to either have both of these again, Crevice's Vial and Concealing Vial, or you're going to want the Assassin's Gambit Ash of War. Now, Assassin's Gambit, you would have gotten from the base game. You can put it on pretty much any weapon, I believe. I mean, I could slap it on this thing even that I just got. Could I? Maybe not. Where is my Assassin's Gambit? I probably have it on something already in the stash. Anyway, Assassin's Gambit gives you the effects of those two talismans, but either way, first thing we're going to do, just go ahead and mark the marker. We're going to head straight down that way. Halfway along the run, we're going to get invaded by a Madness Man. Your horse will get destroyed. And if you try to summon it back, you can see Spectral Steed is frightened and cannot be summoned, because you are in Frenzy Land right now, and no one likes Frenzy, not even the horse. This place seems very daunting. I was actually very much not looking forward to it in the walkthrough, but once I figured out a couple of gimmicks here, it actually is pretty easy. I believe I have found all the loot here. To be completely honest with y'all, this place is just miserable to explore. So I know we got all the important loot. We get like a weapon out of here. We get Frenzy Flame. We get 2 different cookbooks and some fragments. And those are the biggest things. But there might be like a bolus or like an upgrade 7 or something out there that I'm missing. But trust me, you don't want to spend much time here. It is a very toxic place to invade because the enemies will react to players, but not to invaders. Anyway, let's head on up and take out Madding Hand. This guy will try and frenzy you, so just be ready for it. That little frenzy punch, if that hits, you're getting frenzied. Anyway, taking him out will get you the Madding Hand. Then we're just going to continue running along. The start of this place isn't too bad. You're going to fight him, and then maybe a rat or two, but we're just going to keep making our way to that map fragment that we marked. Crazy damage from these claws. And we're almost there. So map of the Abyssal Woods, and now your map is 100% revealed. Once you head on in here, we can swing to the left to get the Frenzy Flame perfume. And then right over here, got some of our fragments. So go ahead and rest. There's a couple talismans I'll make sure we have on this next part. Might as well go ahead and buff our fragment level up. Alright, so talismans. Do we have the immunity talisman on our person already? We do not, I don't think. Where are you? I believe it's Sleep and Madness. There we go. So Clarifying Horn 2, we're going to want to pull that out. And then, as I already mentioned, Crevice and Concealing are great. And then the last thing you're going to want is a small shield with Golden Parry. So we're going to go ahead and put on our shield. Going to put on that, and put on that. Now the reason we're putting all this stuff on is this area is, we're also going to go over here and put on some Madness boluses, because we're going to want those, even for later as well. We can leave and we'll just head north out of here. But basically this whole area is like a stealth section. So as we leave, there's clarifying boluses up on the cliff. We're going to grab those, and then we'll be able to see Shadow 7 on a different cliff. But there are some enemies here that you normally can't fight. If you just run up and try to slap them, things aren't going to work out well for you. However, when they go to try and grab you, if you time it just right, you can parry them. And after parrying them, you'll then be able to attack them and kill them. And there's two in particular that if we do that to, we're going to get a grape, and we are going to get a talisman. So we get that. Then you can see the other shiny just ahead of us over there. Let's run up here and go up. Yeah, this is probably my least favorite zone. It's just there's not a lot to do here. It's very empty. You don't have torrent, so you spend time just running all over the place. And obviously with the stealth talismans on, I'm like weirdly quiet, which just makes it even more creepy. Alright, so from here, first thing we're doing is heading out west. I believe he's down here. I'm gonna mark there. I'll know once I start moving. Or it might be more like there actually. That's about right. It's there, and then we're gonna go to a grace that's over here. Then we're gonna get some fragments that are like out here. Then we're gonna make our way to the waterfall, which is out here. And then lastly, we're going like here-ish, right around these roots. So I'll leave that up for just a second here so y'all can get those markers. And away we go. Oh, so we're just going to be heading right down from this, just heading northwest, and you'll know you're getting close to the right spot, 'cause you'll start seeing a bunch of notes. And not like notes left by people, but notes left by like the devs. Let's go past the rats. There we go. And there's our friend. I might need to take care of these, just so they don't interrupt what we're about to do. Alright, with them eliminated, where we go. So you can see a dude that's chilling out there in the distance. That is what we want. Now, typically you'd have to run through here stealthed. You have to like dip into the bushes and stealth around. Since we have those talismans on, as long as we don't get like directly in front of him, we can pretty much just zip. Alright, he's going to teleport. We're going to roll when he does. Then we're going to get ready to parry. Oh, and he got me. So if you die, it's no concern. We have a thingy right here. This is probably going to take a couple attempts. But if you die, just take America. Do it again. But we want to parry as soon as he is about to swing his weapon at us. And he got me again. Will I survive this one? No, I will not. Yeah, this seems like a big pain in the ass, and it is, but gotta get everything. Gotta get the talisman. Keep going too early. Alright, there we go. We managed to survive that time taking our flask. healed up, grab that bolus. And he got me right in the middle of the bolus. I love doing this with 6.5 million runes on the line. Which is funny, because like I'm not going to use them ever, but it's like, at this point it's become kind of just like a, how long can I hang on to these runes? Man, I am not hitting these parries today. Oh boy. Weird as I literally did this on stream. It was fine. Now I am not pulling it off at all. But it's a pretty tight parry, so it makes sense. And we're gonna block. He's gonna teleport. Come on. God damn. This is why we have on that talisman, just so we can have a couple attempts to pull this off. I feel like something's wrong here. Like, I've done it, but it's not working all of a sudden. This is... very embarrassing. There it is. After you get the parry, get the critical. There we go. Aged One's Exaltation. Jesus, pain in my ass. Alright, over to the Woodland Trail. Yeah. And then from Woodland Trail, we're just heading west. So just run. The next one isn't as important because it's just a grape, and grapes are used to craft things. I'm gonna do it anyway because it's like, well, we got that one. We might as well get the other one as well, you know. For now, just head straight out west, and we're going to grab a grace. And then from that grace, we're going to get some stuff, and then we'll run into the that one. And then the rest, we're just going to sneak past. So we're only doing this for 2. And there's our grace. Beautiful and safe. So from the Grace, we're basically just heading up north, so kind of towards 3, maybe a little more north than 3. The big factor is you'll notice we're going to start seeing Inquisitors. So just kind of run north, and when we see Inquisitors, we know we're on the right track. There's our Inquisitors. That's what we wanted. Just gonna run on up and take them out. Smithing stone 7 and tree fragment. Alright, so now we're just working our way on over. The one that has the grape will be like right along that path. So I want to say there's also a another America reset right by him. So we'll try and get that. I believe this is our friend. What's up? Right, you're making this harder than it needs to be. And I guess this one doesn't have America thing. Well, we might just run past it. I don't really care that much about him, to be honest. Oh, never mind. There's no America because the grace is right here. Now I'm gonna get you. No, the grace is right next to you. Yeah, but normally you'd have to stay in these bushes, so the talismans do make a big difference. Just have such an insanely tight parry window, I feel. Wasn't even facing at that time. I wonder, do I have, I'm pretty sure Golden Parry has the same exact frames as Carrion, but Carrion is what I do the majority of my parrying with, so I'm just gonna put that on. I don't know, I have this like weird theory that Golden Parry is extending my parry out too far and that's why I'm missing. Even though I don't think that's possible. Very not amused right now. I hate this place so much. Oh, man. All this for a grape. Is it really worth it, though? It is wild how much trouble I'm having with hitting this, because I did it on stream in like my 3rd attempt, I think. And now all of a sudden I just cannot hit the parry window on him. feel like I'm hitting... Actually, you're supposed to hit it right as they begin swinging their little wand at you. There we go. Just had to spam it. That works out. Well, there you go. We got the swollen grape, and now we are officially done with dealing with those things. So you can take off your shield, put on whatever you want. And we're just going to run to the 4th marker. Truly a pain in the ass for the ages. Half this episode has been deaths. No, I'm not going to edit it out. Do you know what a pain in the ass it is to edit? You gotta chop it up, and then you gotta render it, and half the time Adobe shits its pants, so the render fails, so you gotta try it again, and just... No. Showing the struggle is important. Establishes a cadence. So here we got 2, right? This is where our talismans are going to be so incredibly nice. Watch this. Ding ding, bitch, I'm gone. Because we got the footstep perk. They're just like, where? Doesn't matter, we're already out. Which, if you do get seen, you can actually escape them, even though the game says, like, there is no escape. You can. It just takes a lot of rolling and, really well-timed dodges, but you can get away. Alright, now we're going to head right up there. That's going to be our first cookbook. Right, we're going. We'll probably save the mance for next episode, but we also have Bale to do still, so we might have a double feature. We will knock out the mance and Bale in the same part. Go Mad Craftsman Cookbook. Now we're basically just heading out, like, south. So, let's run. We're going to take the low path, and then when you see Inquisitors again, there's a path that'll lead us up to the next one. Next cookbook that we can get. There's our Inquisitors. You're dealing with the Winter Lanterns. These guys are a welcome change. So take those 2 out. Drop on down. We're kind of making our way up there, so we can run to the southwest here. And there'll be some more of those Inquisitors that we can kill, and then we'll work our way on up. Should level up that new Great Katana, but man, I'll tell you what, I am really liking these claws. Fast, good damage, good Ash of War, good bleed. Like a ninja Wolverine. It's weird. Got like stuck on a invisible block or something. Okay. Going, and there she is. Our beautiful cookbook. So the fun thing is, to be honest, this stuff is only really useful if you're a PvPer. It's like frenzy pots and stuff. And if you mainly do PvE, you're not going to really be using that stuff ever, because Enemies don't really get afflicted by frenzy, except for like a very few. Like basically, unless you are fighting a Tarnished, you can't inflict frenzy. There is our final destination, the manse. Just keep working your way down towards it. And like I said, there might be something out there. There's probably like a Somber 2 or like a Rune 1 or some shit, but do you really want to spend any more time in Frenzyland where you just run around in a vast, you know, spooky landscape? I sure as hell don't. So let's make our way inside to the main dish of this area. Trust me when I say this place will absolutely make the journey worth it. One of the coolest boss fights I think I've ever seen from Soft2. But now that we have reached Midra's Manse, we're going to wrap things up. I'm going to actually go level up that Great Katana, and we will resume from here in the next part.